Morning glory, Matty Johns. Matty, welcome back.
Missile, Fletch, how are you, boys?
Oh, how you going, Matthew? You're all right?
Going good. I tell you what, I'm a little bit buoyed, Missile. I just checked out our accommodation when we were in France together. And, mate, nearly on the Champs-Elysees.
Yeah.
We're going to have a ball.
I'm looking forward to it.
Are you roomies or you got your own room?
No, I don't think we have. I'm not sharing rooms.
No.
What? We're not?
It's not Origin camp.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm room with crawls.
Now, the missile is flying over economy. Matthew, there's no way in the world you'd be on economy, would you? You're from the point.
Mate, I haven't gone right for about 10 years.
All right. I'm renegotiating.
You have to.
I'm renegotiating. I don't fit in economy. It's not. I'm not being snobby or anything like that, honestly.
Yeah.
I tell you, Missile, I have gone right. I've got to say this. I was the only one that didn't upgrade himself when we went to Vegas with the boys. Fletch and Hynes were in business, and I was just sitting there down the back eating rubber chickens. It was
yeah, right. One of my mates.
You got looked after, Matthew. You got looked after very, very well. Your little legs were just swinging in the air as I walked past.
One of my mates always said the cheapest first class ticket is a packet of Xanax. Yeah. You just knock yourself out for the whole thing.
That is so true. I did one once from New York, and I got a little bit overzealous. And anyway, woke up, flying to New York. We had to stop over at Bangkok, and Trish and I both just woke up in the hotel room in Bangkok and went, "How did we get here?"
What?
Well, I went on that. Classic Wallabies tour with your brother and Freddie, and there was a certain TV personality who went really, really. He was part of our gang. Went so hard at the airport, went hard about 3 hours in. Someone said, give him a sleeping tablets, a sleeping aid. Boom. He had these blue tight jeans on. Just pissed himself. Yeah. And mate was unconscious like for I reckon for 10 hours. And we just kept weeing. Like the patch kept getting bigger and bigger.
Fletch, has got anything to do with a TV show called Getaway?
Could have. Yeah, put it this way: it's the opposite to light.
Yeah, he would have been dark on himself.
Shout out to you, Rainey. Anyway, Matthew, the teams are in. The teams are in.
Yes, Fletch.
We like it. We hate it.
Yep.
We're not sure. Talk to us.
Fletch, in theory, I like it. It's a well-balanced New South Wales side. You can see what Madge has done there. He's picked the side on defensive bias, which I think in game one in Sydney is a good move. You know, Sydney's always been problematic when you try to shift the ball around a fair bit and have your bias on attack because, slippery here, mainly low-scoring affairs. But it's a really well-balanced side. In theory, I like the look of it, Fletch. You don't really know how it's going to go until they get out there and start to operate together, all the combinations. And I really like the Dylan Edwards one.
Yeah.
I like that. I think he's sort of symbolic of the way they're going to play, drill through the middle, and Isaiah Yeo off the bench. That's another indicator that they're going to keep things simple early, not play too sideways. The previous two series, we've just, early in the game in particular, we've just trying to push the ball too much, just so pass-centric. But we're going to simplify it this time around.
How do you think they used Hudson, Young and Hamole Olakuatu off the bench?
I reckon after about 25, 30 minutes, they'll shift things around. It wouldn't surprise me if they move people around, even if they use Hudson a little bit through the middle. Because with State of Origin, it's so fast that size, outside of like freaks like Payne Haas, size becomes a liability. So those smaller sort of fast feet forwards, it wouldn't surprise me if Hudson has a bit of a stint through the middle. Olakuatu is just a powerhouse. So he'll be on that right edge, and so I don't think there's going to be a lot of secrets as far as our bench is used. One thing it'll be interesting, just because in my opinion, I think it'll be problematic having Jake and Isaiah Yeo on there together a little bit. We'll put it this way. When Isaiah comes on, they're going to have to really define Jake's role because both of them like that similar play, that short or around the back to the sweep. But, one thing about Madge, boys, he's just so thorough. And I reckon like when you look at the non-selection of David Fafita for Queensland, I reckon that's, from Billy's perspective, that's got a fair bit to do with Madge. Madge is very, very good at working out of player if he's got defensive shortcomings and exposing him. And I've got no doubt that, like Dave is second to none as far as attacking threat, but he's got a few shortcomings as far as just defensive energy and his willingness to jump in there. And I reckon that's the reason why he'll be sitting home watching on the telly.
Now, the other mob, the Queenslanders, Billy's going to either be, it's going to be a masterstroke or maybe probably a selection and headache if Cobbo doesn't get on. So if they don't have an injury in the back, they look a bit light on, I think, in the forwards.
Do you know what, Fletch? Slater is he's so thorough, like we said about Madge being thorough. Billy's another level again. Like in the previous series, when he left Gagai out and picked Hammer and a few other people, I thought, well, here we go. But, mate, all the players he took a punt on were some of the best players in the series. So he's definitely got a plan. There's a worked-out plan of how they're going to use Cobbo. I don't know what it is, if they move people around a little bit and where he's going to play. But you just know, Fletch, he won't be sitting on there, pulling splinters out of his ass. He'll get plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Well, we got a text message here. We're hoping you can get Joey on your morning glory because it's been 12 months since the incident.
Wow,
maybe
it
just
won't
a couple
happen.
of No, won't happen.
Won't happen.
Oh, come on.
It won't happen.
The fans want it.
No, they don't, Fletch. I you know what? I suspected they might have today, and I did a survey around my area of 30 people.
Yeah.
No one wanted it. Sorry, it was 30-0.
Okay.
Fans just they don't want it. They like work ethic.
Now, Matthew, we were talking about phobias. About phobias.
Yeah.
So many of our listeners have.
What's yours called?
Mine's called acrophobia.
Acrophobia.
A fear of heights. And I didn't really feel I had it until last weekend when I stood. When it was Gordon.
Well, what about the bungee jumping?
Bungee was fine. Bungee was fine because I got it over and done with. This sitting off the side of it. Yeah, and I was pissed. But I was pissed on Sunday as well. Matthew, I know you've got a fear of needles, don't you?
Yeah, needles and serpents.
Sorry?
Both. I don't like needles and I don't like serpents. Don't like snakes.
No.
Terrified of snakes. Can't even look at snakes.
What's happened
and
there,
needles.
Matthew?
Yeah, needles no good.
As a kid?
As far as needles concerned, as far as snakes, no, I've never been bit by a snake. I just don't like the idea of it. I might have been all those stories about the Bible and the Garden of Eden that just spit me out. But needles, as far as needles concerned, so I grew up in the early 70s. I was born in the early 70s. Back in the day when needles, like the needles these days, you don't even feel them. But, mate, some of those needles in the 70s, mate, they're almost blunt. Trying to get them in, mate, it used to be agonising. So I've just developed even when I played at the Knights, Fletch, I had to get a hepatitis C shot. And I just refused. And, mate, the players chased me around the training park, held me down, and the doc come and administered a needle. So I couldn't. That's one thing, Say what you want about me, I could never be a heroin addict.
No, yeah, I said that before.
I just couldn't do it.
Good for being a junkie.
I've had the silver spoon there. I've had the spoon. I've tried. I've just thought, I can't do it.
What about you, Missile? What about the needle rort, especially for your upcoming event?
Yeah, no dramas.
Yep.
I think you just go straight in the blurter, don't you?
I'm not too sure. What about the needle? Is it going to? Because when I'm seeing this, this is what I imagine. I imagine it's going to be like Rocky IV.
What do you mean?
You're Ivan Drago, and you've got all this bizzo around you, all these wires and all these computers. Is that how hectic it's going to be?
I think so. Well, yeah, parts of it. Not every day, but when you're doing the initial.
Yeah, that's going to be filmed.
Yeah.
And our man Ridley Scott.
You having a crack already? Are you having a crack already, Missile?
No. Well, I'm 10 weeks into training now, Matty. I've been training full time for 10 weeks, and I haven't taken anything. But just quietly, I'm ready. I'm sick of being sore every day.
Yeah, you're ready.
That gets worse as you get older. But
just maybe order 3 times the amount. And me and Fletch and I might give it a crack. Fletch is you're on a fast at the moment.
I'm on a fast. I'm 48 hours into it, basically. It is one of the great fads, I know, but you do come out the other side feeling really good. Thoughts, Matthew? You've done it.
Yeah, it's true, Fletch. I've just found it hard to. I've done 48 second time, but I don't know what. That's the first time I did 72. Man, I tell you what, it just started tumbling off me. The weight. I saw photos of it now. I can't get back down to that weight. I look like an old prune.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, but the it's big in America just on the on growth hormone. A lot of people take it in the States, just general citizens, don't they, Missile?
Yeah, it's coming to Australia as well now. Actually, I was talking to a company today who's just done it. They basically do like Pilot. You know how you see the ads for Pilot for ED or hair pills or whatever. They're doing this now for
PE.
They're doing this for.
Would you rather PE?
What's that?
PE. Premature.
Oh yeah.
Or would you or would you rather ED? If you could only have one.
Ooh,
are you happy with
probably
PE? Definitely.
But you could just take a tablet for ED.
No, you can't. You're known tablets. You can only have PE or ED.
Oh, you're definitely PE.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I'll go PE.
But then you just sort of once.
Remember the early days of dating?
That's right. But once you PE, you're done. If you just got ED, you can sort of do other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you can never.
Yeah.
Get to the final chapter.
No, but it's not about us.
Oh, so you're a thoughtful lover.
Oh, you're romantic.
Yeah.
Happened once to me. I don't want to tell who. But they were the days. I'll tell you in the ad break.
Okay.
I'll tell you in the ad break.
I can imagine Brett driving on the car with the girls in the car. Can we listen to Dad? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's no chance of that.
Matty, we've had an injury in Origin camp already. Michael Maguire's gone down. He's copped a low-hanging branch to the forehead. May require stitches. We were talking off air, Fletch and I, about Origin injuries. You got any stories during your time of Origin injuries?
Well, I got one on Madge. When Madge was a player, very good player coming through at the Raiders, he had all these once-in-a-generation players ahead of him, unfortunately. But every time he was about to get a start, he'd do a hamstring or have an injury. He was incredibly injury-prone. Anyway, one season, he goes on about a 5 or 6 week run, playing really good. One of the players ahead of him, Albert Fullerby, gets injured. So anyway, a few of the players are standing in the car park with Sheens in, and Sheensy goes, "Hey boys, what's this? Madge, come over here." So Madge wanders over to Sheensy, shakes his hand and says, "Mate, you've persevered. Mate, Fullerby's out. You're in this week." And Madge went, "Oh, mate, I can't tell you how happy I am." Stepped backwards, went off a gutter and broke his ankle.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's destined.
Yes.
So did he ever make his first grade debut?
Yeah.
He did.
He played
I think he
for the
played.
Rams.
He played 2 games, I think, with
Canberra.
Raiders and went down to Adelaide.
Yep. Yeah. G'day, boys. This is for Missile.
But he was very injury prone.
Here we go. G'day, boys. This is a good question. This is from Kieran. Hey, Missile, if you get this record and they drug test you and it comes back clean, are you disqualified? That's a good question.
Oh, no need to worry about that.
Okay, just tell us this. Where are you now, you think, like, not enhanced?
I reckon I'd be a second off it right now.
A second?
1 second.
Off
the world record.
What?
And who's got it?
I've been training hard.
Who's on
every
it?
day.
Who's got the record now?
There's Cesar Cielo, a Brazilian guy,
Yeah.
from 2009, back when they had the suits. So it's coming up, 15 years old.
Wow. And you're 1 second off that.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, this is going to be awesome.
Mate, I'm going to be proud rooming with you at Paris. I can't wait.
Yes. Don't take your needles. Keep them away from me.
I'm easily influenced.
Yeah. Matty will come back like Ian Rubin.
Matty.
Like to have his money.
I had a question, Matty, about Nicho Hynes. When does Nicho need to realistically be training with the squad before they make a call? Because apparently Luke Keary is going to be allowed to go back and play for the Roosters this weekend. So I guess it needs to be soon.
I reckon probably the last session before they break up, as far as they give you the weekend off. So they break up on the Friday. So you'd think he'd have to be running with the team by the Friday. Yeah. Start to bed down some combinations. But Nicho, I just really hope it's a sort of career-defining series for Nicho. And I reckon the key to Nicho finding his rhythm is just think to himself, do less. Just do less. Just get out there and just sort of relax and play. Don't try to force his hand too much. But I reckon as far as playing, you need to be playing before that, to that last session before the weekend off.
Well, it hasn't torn. They're only saying it was tightness. Then I heard on the radio today they were saying it could be even scar tissue that I wish you saw. So it could be. It might just be sort of a bit of head noise for him. You know. Sometimes you think, I've done my calf again. Get a scan. He'll be right.
Yeah, particularly when you've done one before, a bit like a hamstring. You get there and go, did I just feel a little twinge there?
That's the.
So do you say, Fletch, tonight would probably be the bonding night?
Tonight is the bonding night, I'd
Up
imagine.
in the Blue Mountains?
Yeah, just sitting around the guitar, because Madge is prolific on the guitar.
Is he?
Yeah, so he's got a couple of cracking songs.
So it'd be a lock-in type scenario?
Yes, it'd be definitely lock-in. You're not going. You might go to a pub, lure a pub.
Yeah, there's going to be a bonfire, apparently, marshmallows.
Yep.
All going to happen. Horse riding tomorrow. Joel and Caves. They're going to visit the Three Sisters.
Yeah, beautiful.
And do a bit of go and have a look at the Allure as well.
Yeah. I'm hearing not Denny Hynes, Marsha Hynes is coming in.
Marsha Hynes?
Because she's got travelling karaoke sort of business going on at the moment. So Madge is bringing her in. Because they know each other from Canberra. That'll be, yeah. If you have a look at her film clip, Marsha Hynes, you can see Madge. Oh, sorry, take over. Oh, goodness. Boys, this is from the duck. Boys, if Nicho doesn't play, does Kiri play 7 or Jerome? Or doesn't it matter?
Kiri.
This is the young.
Yeah, Kiri. I think Kiri play. Well, Kiri likes to. Kiri could play either side.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'd like to. You know what? I'd really like to see Nicho and Jerome roam the field in combination, not nail themselves down on one side of the field. You see the difference with the Warriors, with Tamari Martin being forced to play the full field. So much more continuity and rhythm with the attack.
Yeah, no, I agree, Matthew. So, what's on tonight? What for Tucker? What's Trish
Tucker tonight?
Is Trish a good cook? She's Italian. She should be a good cook.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what. What happened was she had steaks. She had steak Diane planned, and then her and Jack had a blue. And you know what happens, Fletch, when with the girls and Brit, when they start to blue, then all of a sudden Brit will turn on you. That's what's happened.
And we all lose.
It was happy house.
Yeah.
It was a happy house. Jack and Trish started to blue. She turned on Jack. Jack left. I was left. She turned on me.
Yep.
And the last thing she said about an hour ago is you can cook your own dinner.
Okay.
So avocado on toast.
So you can't cook, Matthew. You're not much of a cook.
Oh, I can do basic things like steak, but I'm a catastrophist. I just always think if I turn on the oven, I'm going to burn the house down.
What happened to you as a child, Matthew?
I know. Well, there's a few things. There's a reason I can't drive a manual.
Yep.
The old man had his prize car once, and he said, I'm going to show you how to drive a manual. I said, yeah, sweet. So I kicked it over. I thought I'd put it in reverse. I put it in first and drove it straight through the house. And at that point, I went, why manuals? Just drive an automatic.
That makes sense. That does. I'm with that too. Why learn in a manual now? You don't need to. People say, in case there's an emergency. We have cars that drive themselves now.
Yeah. I don't think I can. I haven't tried.
It is one of the great things, though, when you're sitting at the lights and you drop the clutch. You know, when you're just revving next to someone. You drop the clutch.
Our sad mate, I can imagine him. He loves his manuals, dropping it out west. Just
dropping it like it hot. Harry Grant is sick because
we got him.
Yeah,
we got him.
You know, Hindy's got the halitosis and
Fletch was telling me Hindy's got rank breath.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Oh, mate,
disgusting.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be invited.
It's Fossey territory.
Yeah, that's pretty bad too. That's pretty bad. Matthew, enjoy your home cooked steak
tonight.
Shout
out for Gussie and Voss.
Yeah, good on you. See you, MJ.
See you, boys. Go on, you lads.